If Todd and I have any message to our listeners, it's that we're very anti-murder.
We're very anti-murder. We don't.
Mm-hmm.
We're very anti-good people murder. I'm going to write that down. Anti-good people murder. That's us. Whenever, and I try to give this advice to anyone that when they ask me like, hey, I'm thinking about getting engaged to my lady. Do you have any advice? And I was like, here's really the only advice you need. Are you ready in the event she were to die of suspicious circumstances to automatically be the number one prime suspect? Because that's what you are. Like when you get engaged, you're the suspect, man. Like the case starts with you. If something, she falls in the shower, breaks her neck just because she slipped on a bar of soap, they're looking at you, bub.
Yeah. Guess what? Was it premeditated? Was this a setup? And what were you doing yesterday at 6 p.m., motherfucker?
You got to prove
you better
it
have
was an accident.
Oh, yeah, you do. You better have receipts. I'm going to have a ding dong, whatever the fucking ring doorbell. I'm having cameras on the premises. You know what I mean? That can prove my comings and goings, friend.
I think I'm going to do the same thing. If I ever get engaged again, I'm going to outfit my entire inside of my house with cameras at all times. I won't let her know.
I mean, the media would eat that up. Ex-cop murders fiance. Right? I don't think so, my man. I got 9 cameras to prove I wasn't there. Everybody could eat a bullshit.
I'm going to keep a little tracking device. I'll just make sure that my location services are on all the time on my phone. I'll just keep checking them places.
Sir. You're not pinning nothing on me because some random serial killer had to be going for a hike in my neighborhood. Well, I ran a 7-Eleven and then he fucking murdered, someone gets murdered and then I show back up at the scene and then the cops show up. Excuse me.
I want to constantly take little videos of my phone everywhere I go and be like, okay, I'm at 5th and Main right now in front of the Star Bank. Just to keep every day.
It's 5:54 p.m. Central Time.
Because they always ask you, where were you on February 9th between 11 p.m. and 5 a.m.? And that might be months down the road. I don't fucking know, bro. Like I barely know what I did yesterday. But then I'll go, let me go to the February folder. Okay. And then the 14th folder within that. Let me look through I was in front of the Star Bank. That's where I was.
Yeah. On 5th and Main.
On 5th and Main. So go fuck yourself.
You guys mind if I get you guys validate? Hey, that's just listen, it's called people, if you're listening to this, it's called crossing your T's and dotting your I's. Okay.
That's all it is. CYA. Cover yo ass. You got a digital footprint right here. Use it.
Oh shit.
People that turn their location services off because they think they're being clever. Don't
pay to be clever, bro.
No, if you don't do shit wrong, leave everything on. I want you to know where I was. I know I don't go around murdering people, especially my fiancés.
Yeah. I don't got time for that, bro. I'll just rather just end it and just keep it moving, cry for a few months. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Sentence me to 4 months of fucking tears. That's it. That's my sentence.
I could be sad and not fucking murder somebody.
I'll be real sad, bro. Just go to sleep, just rub one out and go. And that's a wrap, bro.
Oh, shit. How do people think they can get away with murdering their fiancés and their spouse?
Bro.
They never get away with it. I mean, it's not 1950. I get it back in the day before DNA and shit, and then before tracking phones and all that stuff, you could get away with it. But nowadays, dude, back in that's one thing about 1041 when I was doing the true crime stories. I love the fact that back in the day, like way back in the day, you could fucking murder. You could just walk up in the street and stab somebody right in the street, dead to rights. You're covered in blood, whatever. Just go get in your jalopy, drive to a new city, and just tell everybody, I'm not Shaun Latham anymore. Now I'm Dell Roberts. And that's all you had to do to take on a new persona. You just would drive to another part of the country and just rent a little apartment and say, now I'm Dell Roberts. And you were Dell Roberts for the rest of your life. You go in to get a license. What's your name?
You got your favorite little nude North Dakotan fucking dive bar. You walk in, the whole place goes, fucking Dale's here. And that was a wrap on that.
Yeah. I mean, people weren't taking pictures of you back then. None of that shit. Like, it was so easy to get away with murder. But nowadays, anybody right now, like, if you're listening to this and you're thinking about killing your spouse, don't fucking do it, bro. Like, you're going to get caught.
Just move out, bro. Call it a clean slate. Move out, kid. You know, it's not worth it, man. It's just, it's all going to go away. Like, imagine all the relationships you've had that were not good, that you lived through, and now you don't give a flying fuck about or never think about. That's what's going to happen here.
Mm-hmm.
Don't kill nobody, man.
You'll go to prison forever. It's not worth it.
Oh.
Plus, killing people's bad. Let's stop killing people. It's bad.
Yeah. If Todd and I have any message to our listeners, it's that we're very anti-murder.
We're very anti-murder.
Now, I'm about murder shows.
I like murdering on stage.
I love murdering on stage. I love killing on stage.
Yeah, I don't like real life murder. Yeah, I'm not gonna murder. Don't murder. If you want to hang out with us ever after a show or when we see you, you better not be a murderer, because we will not hang out with you. I'm not going to come to your trial. I'm not going to come visit you after you've been convicted. We aren't homies, and we don't condone murder. Let that be known. We're taking a hard stance right now. We're drawing a line in the sand, friends. Mm-hmm. And guess what? On this side, it's don't murder. This can be very controversial by us to say this. I mean, yeah, we're going out on a limb. We're definitely right now alienating everyone that is a murderer or a fan of those who do murder. But we're going to take a hard stance right now and say, well, look, we may be the first podcast to ever do this. I don't know. We'd have to look.
Pretty sure we're an elite unit.
But we're going to stick to our guns and say we are against murder. Mm-hmm. We will not associate with you if you murder. And if we see you murder, we're going to tell. Now, if you were a murderer that murdered other gangsters, and then you were and then you went to the FBI, and after you flipped and you gave information, and then they were going to fucking kill you anyway, so fuck them, and so you ratted them out, and then you ended up doing time, and then you got out, we could be friends with you if you're a murderer. Yes. If you're, we're not lumping in hitman. If you're a hitman, who only murdered other bad people, who deserved it, Dexter, Vito, our boy, like then we're not counting. We're not lumping you in that category. We're not just painting with a broad brush up here. We're being very specific. Small brush tips in this show. We don't want brush tips. We're against good people murder. We don't. Mm-hmm. We're very anti good people murder. Don't murder good people. Yes, only and again, that's just us going out on a limb, letting people know where we stand. I'm going to write that down. Good people murder might end up the name of this episode. Man. Anti good people murder. That's us. That's what we're about. That's our platform. I like it. That's our message. I like it.